What's up guys, this is Eddie. Welcome to a new video. This video is all about fire tanking, loadout and rotation. Well, there is no rotation, but I'm gonna tell you a few points which are gonna help you with the tanking no matter what power you are. So let's get started. Alright, so as always we're gonna look at the stats and everything. Now when it comes to the tanking, the main thing you're gonna notice is basically all tanks go for dominance, right? And there are basically three stats which you need to focus on: dominance, restoration and health. And for fire tanking you don't need that much dominance, you need to focus on restorations, right? So because fire tanking is all about self-healing, so the more restoration you have, the more you're gonna heal, right? But dominance is basically it combines with the restoration, and it depends. That's when you get more heals. So as you can see over here as well, healing, base healing multiplier, 30% restoration and 25% dominance, and same in 30% restoration and 25% dominance in restoration as well. So this is basically my obviously not main role, so I am using some purple gear, green gear, blue gear, whatever, but yeah, this is to tell you how to do the tanking, and it's working pretty fine for me right now. So under blue sockets, under yellow sockets I am using restoration and health. Under blue socket, dominance and health. Under red socket you can use restoration and precision or recession and might, or you can use dominance and might. It's up to you, but I'll probably go for restoration and might, which I don't have right now. I don't have any mods right now. And as far as the home turf modding is concerned, tactical mods, absorption adopter is pretty important. I use fortified assault because it increases your defense by 10% while you're not blocking, but you can use fortified blocking if you like to block a lot, so it will increase your defense by 10% when you're blocking. So it's up to you how you play. And quick healing for the chest and regenerative shielding for the hands. So right now my dominance is 6,116, my restoration is 6,714, and health is 48,000. So the thing is basically you don't need more dominance than this which I have right now. So I can put all my stuff, all my mods, all my stats into restoration, and I don't need more dominance, because the thing is, if you go to like 8-player raids, oh my god, the lag. Anyways, yeah, so if you go to the 8-player, it says suggested dominance is 4,311, which means you need about 1,500 to 2,000 more dominance to tank this content. So 4,311, I have 6,100 something, so it's totally fine. I can tank it without any problem. So that being said, let's look at the stat points. And my weapon, I'm using one-handed. I like one-handed when it comes to tanking. Super speed, same thing, or flight for acrobat, whatever, get this one, and you can get these four. It basically increases the resistance of like control effects. You can break out pretty much easily if you have these three active, and also it gives you some power. Iconic powers, you don't need anything. Under stat points, you're gonna go for super powered. You don't have to use your weapon and you can just get your power back. So this is pretty good for tanking. You're gonna go for critical healing chance, critical healing magnitude. Then what you're gonna do is basically put 100 in dominance, put 100 in restoration, and rest in health. Now the way you are gonna divide it obviously depends on your skill points. I have 342 skill points, but if you have low, so you have to calculate yourself. Before you put anything in restoration, make sure your dominance is around about 1,500 to 2,000 more than suggested dominance of the highest tier you can do, right? So once you are done with that, you put on skill points in dominance and get to that level. So for me it was 6,100, which was enough, so I put rest of the stuff in restoration. If I could, I would actually go more skill points in restoration, but yeah, this one was this works pretty well for me, 100 and 100, and then the rest in health, more health. It's good for fire tanking. But that being said, if you want to, you can actually remove the 60 points over here and put into restoration so you can heal more. But yeah, more health is better. So looking at the ability loadout, this is my loadout. This changes a bit for different scenarios, but this is roughly the loadout I use on 90% you know, situations, in 90% situations. So first one is Engulf. This is a new pull in fire tanking. It's a multiple target pull from long range, and it burns your enemy, so you can pull your targets towards you. This is pretty nice. Stoke Flames, this is your main heal. It does about 10 to 12 ticks, I think, and it heals you over time. The healing is obviously, it depends on your restoration and dominance, so this is pretty good. But if you're close to your enemy, it will also put some damage ticks on the enemy, and also it burns the enemy. This one is the Backdraft. This one is also a pull. The enemies which are closer to you, you can pull them towards you, and also it heals you a huge amount, or like a chunk of, you get your chunk of health back. So this is kind of a spammer, so you can spam this move. This is pretty nice, only 200 cost. Immolation is basically your shield, so the damage you can see over here, you know, nearby enemies that attack you will be burned. Basically it reflects the damage back to the enemies, or you can say a damage over time, it burns the enemy. But yeah, basically it's a shield, so just let's stop at that. Burning Determination. Now this is a very strong power, and you can read over here, incoming attacks will trigger additional healing up to 10 times. Now when you pop this, it will heal you a big amount, and after that, incoming attacks, it can heal you for additional 10 times, right? It says right there, so 10 ticks. But to be very honest, these are the 3 powers you need for tanking, for fire tanking. This is all. So this, I use Burning Determination when there is a situation when I miss a counter or anything, and I'm losing my health, or so this is a lifesaver, so I use this one. And the last one is Eternal Flame. Obviously this is a supercharge, and it heals all the damage you receive, so it basically, your health's gonna stay full for about 30 seconds or 20 seconds, and it has a cooldown of 60 seconds, 5,000 supercharge cost. Now the different loadout I use sometimes, not usually, but yeah, I use Burnout instead of Burning Determination. This is basically a group breakout, and this is, you know, when you're on ground, when you are juggled, you are controlled, you know, you're CC'd, you can use this to break out. And also it helps to, like, it gives immunity to all of your you know, group mates. So it's basically a cleanse, and it cleanses the control effects on all of your group mates. So this helps a lot in different scenarios, but it's not that important. So Burning Determination is the way to go, in my opinion. And now I can't show you how to do this on sparring targets, so let's go to the new Amusement Mile Gang War section, and I'll show you a few tricks to, you know, do fire tanking. So let's go. Alright, so I'm here in Amusement Mile Gang War, and we have a bounty over here. So what I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna tell you how to tank with fire, right? First of all, the counters are really important. So whenever you will counter, you will see you are blinking blue, right? So that means you have the immunity, and which means you're not gonna take damage for like next 3 seconds, but it helps a lot. So first of all, Stoke Flames, you can see healing over time, right? The second thing, you need to counter. As you can see in blue blink, right? You need to counter, and see another blue blink. So as much as you will counter, you will survive a long way. And I don't know, Lefty's not doing that moves, but yeah, I can tell when he's going to combo. I can tell when he's going to you know, block break, so I can keep countering him and I won't lose much health. And the way to note that is basically there is a sign, you see that did you see that yellow blink when he did the block break thing? So that's a real block break, so I can counter him. But when he did that, went this one, yellow blinks around his body. So when he did that, he blocked, and this means he's gonna lunge me, right? Before that, he did the block break. This means he's gonna block. So you have to learn these moves. See, now he's gonna lunge me. So there we go. So you have to learn these moves in order to survive long time in the raids. And you can see my health is not even moving, so I can just you know, keep doing that again and again. So now he's gonna charge. So yeah, you gotta learn these moves and everything, and all the bosses, these are the scripted attacks, right? So every single boss has same move, different weapon but same move, so you can just keep on countering them and use your powers and survive a long way. So now he's gonna lunge again, you see. So once you learn these moves, you are good to go. You can just keep countering, survive a long time. So that's about it, guys. I'm gonna leave you with a demonstration in the raid of this loadout. And if you have any question about tanking, just comment in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. And yeah, next one is electric DPS loadout, so look out for that, and I'll see you guys.